He said he saw 7 candlesticks. He said he saw the 7 flames. This is what he saw. That's called, for those of you that don't know, it's called a menorah. It's called a menorah, and you can see that there are 7 candlesticks. So these are not directly right. Now, I actually made this myself, so don't worry about the portions and so forth, but there's 7 lines here that's going to work for these. Okay, why is this important? Because science has also said something. Science has said there's universal principles. They've said that the underlying principles of the universe are basically that it's light, energy, and sound. It's light and sound. The universe functions with light and sound. Because the rainbow, remember around the throne we saw a rainbow, right? We saw a rainbow and it has 7 colors. Okay, why is that powerful? It's because there. Now you might not be able to see it, but that's what's called a spectrum. It's called a color spectrum. Alright, that you can see. So there's colors from red on this side going all the way to ultraviolet light on here. So you can see it has actually a certain amount of colors. And it has that it's, what is that, 7,000 A something, which represents something that I knew before. I don't know what it is now. But anyway, you can see the colors, right? They make up a rainbow, and in between we get a very spectrum. Now, what's so powerful? They would work like this on the actual menorah, from left to right, just like how you saw it. You'd have, from left to right, you'd have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I'll say it again. What are the colors from left to right? You're my class today. Red. Say them, please.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo. No, sorry, blue, indigo. I'm thinking of a bookstore. And violet. Just like the light spectrum that is there. Now, for those of you musicians, now we're going to take it a further in terms of levels. For those of you that understand major scales, this is a major scale, right? Which, on the piano, we know that, okay, sorry, before I do that, there are, how many white keys are there? 7, which is perfection. How many black keys?
5.
And 7 plus 5 equals 12, and 12 represents government and order, right? So basically, that's all the notes that you have on the piano. Just 12 notes, right? 12 is powerful. Right now, how many months do you have?
12.
I'm going to show you something about the months in a second. But yes, there are 12. And how many tribes of Israel were there?
12.
12, government, right? How many disciples did Jesus have? 12. How many gates in heaven are there?
12.
There are 12. Just say it, yes, there are 12. I know people are like, I didn't read that far. No. Yeah. Yeah. But the apostles, there were 12, right? 12 is the number of government, it's the number of order, okay? Same thing on the piano, there are only 12 different keys, that's it. If you picture them like words, there's only 12 words on the piano. So guaranteed if we hear songs over and over again, we're going to know which word we're hearing. You see what I'm saying? You break it down like that, you're going to see that's a lot easier, all right? So basically in total there's 12. So now, back to that. Now that all the ones that understand piano, which one of those 12 major scales that we can play, we can play in a single key, but which one of those major scales is all white?
C.
C. So the one that is all white, which is C, we're going to put that one in the middle. C for creator. C for Christ, possibly. My thesis, it's still my thesis. Creator, Christ. He was even crucified, right? But they're all white. Any coincidence on the piano? I don't know. So basically, if I took a baby, if they went like this, they would be able to play the major scale here. So we have the C. Now, to the right of C, what letter do we get? Pardon? To D. All right? So to the left of C, what do we get? B. To the right of D, what do we get?
E.
So this would be E. To the left of B.
A.
To the right of E.
F.
And to the left of A.
G.
G. That's how basically they would work, right? So we have the C in the middle. That's how basically they would work on the menorah there, because all of them are white. So we can actually put the letters that we found right into the menorah, because this is going to actually give us some revelation, okay? So that's what we have. Now when we see these letters, that is definitely key. So those of you that know that major scale, what are the letters of that major scale, the C major scale? Tell me in order. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and it ends off at C, because it starts again with new beginnings for those of you that didn't necessarily know this, okay? So we have that, okay? So this is the first level of, we can say, of some revelation. You can say, Robert, that's cute, you put some letters on the menorah. That's cute, I came here just to see that? Oh my gosh, give me back my gas money. Exactly. Okay, we're gonna get deeper in this, okay? So we had the ones on the end, which was the red, the green, and the violet, right? Yes?
Yes.
Right, so those were the outer, the inside, and the outer, okay? So I can take these away, and yes, that produces C, F, and G. Now, we may be saying, Robert, why is that powerful? Okay, there's three things here that make this one, okay? So I'm going to play the D major scale. Now, you just count the amount of black keys you see me play, okay? So I play two. So you're going to be the dynamite today, okay? All right, let's do it. Actually, let's do it in a different color. So what I want you to do on this line of this inner menorah, I want you to write 2. Just right here. Just write 2. Yeah? Yeah. There it is, 2. Okay. So we have 2 there, and this one is the B major scale. I'm going to play the B major scale. I want you to tell me how many black keys that we have. Okay? Five. Those of you that know music, is it 5 correct?
Yes.
5 is correct. So let's put 5 there. So the inner menorah, one's in there, has a 5 and a 2. What's 5 plus 2?
7.
What does 7 represent?
Perfection.
Okay, so let's go to another. All right, let's go to E, okay? E, I'm going to play E. 4, okay, so put it there. Or, you can put it right here. Let's go. Okay? Good. All right, and now this is part of the middle, inside the middle here, okay? And that's A, so let me play A. How many did I play? 3, so let's put it. So we got 4 and we 3. What's 4 plus 3?
7.
Perfection. Okay, you rigged this, Robert. You rigged this. It was a 7, eh? Don't blame me. The Tim, he's just perfect. He's just perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's play that. Okay. 1. So if this is 1, then what does G? It has to be. Okay, so let's do G. Let's do G. Okay. All right. Here we go. 1. What's going on, Robert? So put the 1. What are we trying to see? So thank you. What's your name? Lorraine. Thank you very much. How many of you want to see me? Okay. Before you just make sure she gets a CBT. Okay. So it didn't equal 6. What's happening, Robert? You had me. You had me. I thought it was all perfect. God's not going to just give you the answers just like this, right? We know that the inner of the menorah equals 7, and we know that the middle equals 7, and 7 plus 7 equals 14. Now the outer has 1 and a 1. But we have to include this one because this was also one of the first scales because it is the first right here. So this is also a 1. It doesn't have a black key, but it is the original one that we have. So we have a 1 and a 1 and a 1. What's 1 plus what? Plus 1? 3. What is this trying to say, Robert? What is the revelation on this first level of revelation? This is the revelation here. Okay, the revelation here is this. 14 times 3 equals?
42.
42. right? You put 3 here, 3 times that is 12, put 1 up here, 3 times 1 is 1, you get 3 plus 1 is 42. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Book of Matthew 1 to 17 says, so it lists some of the genealogy from Abraham to Jesus. It says, so all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations. And from David until the carrying away of Babylon. Now that's obviously not let's say genealogy, but it's important that it's in here, okay? And from David until the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations. And from the carrying away into Babylon unto Christ are 14 generations. 3 14s. And then, so therefore that equals, they're talking about 42 generations. 42 generations. Isn't that powerful? Just in this entry level of revelation. It's there. What is that saying, Robert? Now, what does number 7 represent? Perfection. Okay. What was created on day 6? Man. So, is it fair to say, what's 7 times 6? 42. Is it fair to say that Jesus Christ, who came at 42, as we said, could he be considered a perfect man? Perfect man lived a life of no sin? Let's give God a hand for that one. That's God, right? The design of music. So why this is powerful is because this is basically saying, this is, it's like this. Now, I like basketball growing up. I still like basketball. It's like saying, you're playing basketball, and the person who's on the other team, obviously he's defending you. He doesn't want you to score. Let's say that's the enemy or so. But you say to him, okay, you're so good. This is your court. This is black. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 dribbles to the right, 3 more over there, do a pivot, and then pump fake, and then shoot. So basically, let me interpret it in God's language. God's saying, devil, you're so great at music. You are the best. That in the just the design of the music, I'm going to say when I'm coming to the earth. But the cue was a certain thing. The cue for this was when Abraham, obviously when he was going to sacrifice his son, he was going to sacrifice Isaac. Isaac, like God, see the wood, I see the fire. Where's the lamb? Abraham said God will provide himself a sacrifice. Himself a sacrifice. And that was a cue. So once he was about to do that, 42 generations, according to the 42 generations of David and the carrying away of Babylon and coming out of Babylon to Christ is 42 generations, which is the perfect man, Jesus Christ. Let's take it further, okay? So that's the first level of the revelation there.
Origin of music has eluded musicologists, professors, and scientists for centuries. They've succeeded to come up with theories, but not a comprehensive explanation. In May 2012, Robert Chambers was in Zimbabwe to perform at the Jazz Festival with jazz singer Prudence. He was also to conduct music workshops on playing the piano by ear. While preparing, he prayed a prayer that would forever change his life and the history of music. He prayed, "God, I want more of you in the method you gave me." For the next 4 months, he was downloaded with revelation that reveals undeniable evidence that God created music. The proof? Musical concepts like scales, chords fingering, progressions, and more can all be found in the Holy Bible. Coincidence? You be the judge. To get more info on Robert's paradigm-shattering book Revelations, The Origin of Music, visit www.theoriginofmusic.com.